Amazing and dazzling. That's words people use when they talk about the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels. But some groups in San Francisco, some peace groups, and at least one city supervisor, they don't want the Angels to perform during Fleet Week like they usually do. And that, as you can imagine, is causing an uproar. Joining us now, Paul Cox from Veterans for Peace, Chapter 69. He is against the Angels flying. Paul, good to see you. I have heard a whole host of reasons for why you guys are against them performing. Dangerous, it's noisy, it's a waste of fuel. You have said these Blue Angels are weapons of mass destruction. What is the objection? I guess I'm confused.
Well, I think that the primary concern that the city of San Francisco has and should have is a safety issue. After the crash of a Blue Angel plane in I believe in April of this year, where the pilot was killed and 8 individuals on the ground were wounded or were injured, it became clear to me that it is a safety issue that the city, and any city really, shouldn't ignore. Since the Blue Angels were created many years ago, they've had a number of accidents, including the deaths of 26 of their own pilots. If one of these planes flames out, or the pilot makes a minor miscalculation, they could easily slam one of these planes into a high-rise building, and the death toll would be much higher.
We should point out, Paul,
than just the one person.
That they're going to do 66 shows this year, and they yearly entertain about 15 million people, usually without incident. But you had sounded earlier in some of your comments like you weren't as concerned about safety as you were about the image, that you just didn't want what you called these things weapons of mass destruction, and you just didn't want the Navy, with this big of an audience, to promote this image.
Well, I think for me personally, that is a concern. I think that the military, the Blue Angels themselves say that the Blue Angels are a recruiting tool, and we think that just perpetuates the big lie that there's something really cool about war. It's probably really great to be flying one of these planes, but that's not what war is like, and that's why I oppose them personally. But I think that there is the more legitimate issue these days is the question of safety.
The mayor of San Francisco has said, I understand if people have safety concerns. He said, but more people complained the year that we didn't have the Blue Angels perform back in 2004. They are so incredibly popular. They also pump about $4 million into that city's economy.
Well, the Blue Angels don't pump any money into the economy. The Fleet Week does, and that's not our concern here. But it's the Blue Angels.
But they're certainly a big draw.
They are a draw. They are a draw. But there are many other draws that Fleet Week brings. The ships that come in, the people coming in, family members coming in to meet with the sailors that are on board these ships. The Blue Angels are something of a draw, but I think Fleet Week could be very successful without them.
Paul Cox, Veterans for Peace, Chapter 69. Paul, thanks.